Good morning. Good morning. Hi. How are you this morning? Good morning. This is Maggie Chula, and I am coming to you from Hudson, Wisconsin, and the beautiful St. Croix Valley. You are here listening to Sacred Sharing with Maggie Chula. And I am a healer for the soul, and I teach classes on the Experts platform for Om Times magazine. Okay, quite an introduction. Let me just take a moment and call in all the beautiful beings of light that are here with me and that are here with you. All right, and I was hoping that if you feel up to it, you can tell me where you're from. As I said, this is Maggie Chula, and I am a healer for the soul. I have been talking this month about grief, and I did a live class last week that is available for you as evergreen, and was really a wonderful healing experience. I have listened to it myself twice, and my cold is much better. So, as we've talked about, when you are working on healing grief, it's something that you need to do every day, right? Because the moment you wake up, you're going to feel yourself experiencing all kinds of rushing thoughts. You're waking up to being alive here on earth, and for many of us, it's been a difficult time. Thank you so much for showing where you're from. Good morning. Good to see you. And I know on this beautiful day that grief might not be at the forefront of your thoughts, but I am told, and I can see for myself, that grief is something that many of us really could use some relief. We could move from that feeling of heavy, I have no control over this, to, okay, here's what I can do. So, as I said last week, I'm doing 2 classes, and one I did do last week, it was called Grief, the Spiritual Teacher, and that one is available right now. What I loved about that class was there was a 30-minute guided healing visualization that, as I said, I've listened to twice now, and it was so beautiful the way it helps you bring your heart and dissolve some of the layers and levels we've put around our feelings. So think about this. Grief is a constant. We are living on a planet that has a lot of changes going through it, and has for centuries. This isn't something new, these changes. What's changed now is we can feel in real time what's going on in many different levels of our being. Excuse me. Just need to okay, having just a little bit of technical issues here. So just wanted to make sure that my partner, the beautiful Mrs. Buck, understands where I am. You know, these live streams are really kind of interesting when you think about it. But I'm here in Hudson, Wisconsin, and I want to share with you some of the things that I have going on this month. So that's where we come to the understanding that grief is a spiritual teacher. As I said, I am a teacher of the soul. And in my work, I work with beautiful beings of light, and more people understand that they do too. Let me just, sorry, my camera. Okay. I'm at the mercy of a lot of different things right now. Okay. So, so I'm going to call on these beautiful beings, and I'm going to center myself again in my heart and in my energy. And I want you to know that working with our emotions is how we heal. So as I've shared with you, my backstory is that I had a lot of physical illnesses. I wasn't even supposed to live past my, being 20. So I have done way more than that. And I have been looking at my life and all the different things that I've healed and what I have learned from my beautiful beings of light that work with me, and also from all the students and the clients that I've worked with, is healing really happens in the emotions. So grief is important to understand because we shut down at very early ages. I happen to be blessed to have a couple of grandchildren. I have 4, and I have seen from the beginning of their lives how they interact with the world. And I have the luxury, when you're a grandparent, of knowing and being able to see it from a distance because I'm not so tied into the day-to-day dramas of getting them to school, making sure they're fed. And it has helped me to see how my own pain was built up. And from this is how I have learned how to heal and learned how to help other people heal. So the class that is evergreen and is on OMTime's expert platform right now. And by the way, I did have a few issues, so the links will go on after this live stream ends, okay? Hopefully we got them on before, but if we didn't, we will certainly get them in there so that you can go directly to it. Because the class last week is free and it's available for you today. And it is a beautiful channeled message. We talk about all the different layers that we have built up around our heart. And at one point, the heart opens up. We ask you, bring your grief to this class. Bring your feelings and let's work through them so that we're not ignoring the process anymore, so that we're embracing and understanding we're human beings. We live with a lot of other people on this planet, and we don't all agree on where the resources should go, on who we want to love, and there are just so many things that we as people disagree with each other on. And having been a mother, I am a mother, and a grandmother, I can even see the ways that we grieve over some of the choices we made. Some of the choices that we've made as we've been moving forward. So I wanted to come today and to share with you that these choices that we make that haunt us, those are the things that we need to learn some cheat sheets for, okay? So the first class, the one that was Grief, the Spiritual Teacher, that is recorded and that is available. And half of it is a guided visualization that will help you release the vibrational pains, release some of that barriers you have in your heart, and allow yourself to breathe easily and naturally. And I have listened to it because when I do these classes, I form a partnership with these beings of light that I work with. Now, my beings of light are the same as ones that are here available for you right now. They're archangels, they're ascended masters, they're the goddesses of the past. Some are the gods. Apollo is one of them. As a matter of fact, I've documented 54 distinct beings that have come through. And the exciting thing for me is in the class last week, we just went into a guided visualization and I kind of remove myself so the words can just flow forward. And that happens even when I'm doing a live stream. So I see your questions and part of it will come through, but I want you to know that I do come back afterwards. And anyone who's experienced one of my classes has a chance to come through me and to be able to send an email and to get further information if things are not answered in the class. I do try to come back after these live streams also. So I'm not sure what is going on. So I'm just making a little note. So the class next week is the one, it's going to be next Wednesday in the evening, and that one is going to go a little bit deeper. That one is going to not just do a healing for you, we are going to give you some cheat sheets. And here's what I consider a cheat sheet. A cheat sheet is something that you can use to mentally make a note of a trigger that happens for you. Like thinking about when your child went off to school and you didn't support them in some thing they wanted to do because let's say you were busy, so you weren't always able to be there, and maybe it haunts you. And so when you see them and you think, oh, they could have done this if only I had supported them. See, those kinds of thoughts and those kinds of feelings aren't helping, okay? So when you send your fears and your being upset about something that happened in the past, all the people that you are tied to in that past do feel that. They do get a chance to sense that. And so what works better is to be able to see the trigger and go, okay, let me disable that and let me shift my mind into today. Sitting here today, this is who I am. This is what is happening, and I love my child. So I'm going to see myself sending my love out to my daughter. I can see her whole and healthy and happy. It's kind of hard to share with you right now some of these tricks because, as I said, this is a live stream, and I am sitting in my office, and I seem to be having some technical difficulties. So I just wanted to make sure that I get through to you that there are classes available, and that's what I'm working on this month. So the other thing that I wanted to share to you is, so let's say you wake up in the morning and you're feeling really good about the day. And then as you walk through the day, you start to listen to the things that are going on the emails. You see the stuff that's playing out on Facebook. You listen to the news and you begin to feel weakened. Like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? I made this choice and I wish I had done this instead. Okay. Well, once again, that's a waste of your energy because you cannot go back. None of us are going to get to go back to last year. We made choices, and those are choices that we need to stick with. But what happens is you get to change how you're going to go through this day, and you get to change how you're going to go through the future. So let's say in the past you decided that you were going to do your charity work, you're going to give some money to the Boy Scouts or wherever it is, but you didn't physically help out by maybe volunteering at a food shelf or getting more personally involved. Well, you can change those choices today. You don't get to have to stick with the things that you made and have that be something that's That's it. I made that choice. Somebody asked me to help out in this soup kitchen. I didn't do it, so I'm a terrible person, and I'm just going to go home and eat my Twinkies, right? Some of us have those things. It's always difficult to move through the day and stay positive all the time, 24/7. So the life hacks that I will be sharing with you are the ones that help you know, take a mental time out. Take a mental time out. Remind yourself what you're here for. Remind yourself who you are in your core. Remind yourself that you do care about people, that you are a good person, that it doesn't matter what your coworker thinks. It doesn't matter. It does matter what your boss thinks, but it matters only to the level of maybe helping you bring more of yourself into your day, right? So if your boss gives you feedback and says, I don't think you're doing your best, how can you look inward and go, instead of going, oh, look, I screwed this up, you can go, well, okay, let me just see from their point of view what's happening. No, that's true. I let my feelings about my family get in the way. Oh, I really wanted to do this job instead of that job. Maybe I'm not giving 100% of my time, and I could do better. Not to put yourself down and make yourself feel bad, but to help empower you to make better changes, better choices today. So part of these cheat sheets, these life hacks that are going to be given to you, are from the times when I studied neuro-linguistic hypnotherapy. So hypnotherapy is the study of working with the subconscious or the different consciousness of the mind. And neuro-linguistic is working with words. How are words accepted by the brain? How does my saying this to you affect how you are accepting it? So I do hope you come to the classes and you give them a chance. I have many other classes out there, and if you are feeling the need to get some relief from the grief right now today, move it out of the tissues of your body and let your heart open up and feel the love and the vibrations of the earth, then I'm going to ask you, go to that class that I did last week, Grief the Spiritual Teacher, and let yourself listen and acknowledge the class, and then be accepting and open and just listen to the guided visualizations. I promise you, you will feel better. My class next week, as I said, that is Grief to Relief, and we'll share steps to help you move yourself from a feeling of deep, heavy grief into a sense of, I have some tools and I know that I will be okay. And I also want to share, that is the class where I will share with you a process I use with people that helps them know they are connected to people that they miss, people in spirit, people that they're not talking to in life today, people that they wish they could have a second chance with. You can connect with them spiritually, vibrationally, energetically, and you will be able to feel that sense of relief. So, if you take a few minutes right now just to breathe in, calling in this beautiful circle of light, and calling in a circle of light means you are aware that you are a part of something greater than yourself, that you have a soul vibration, that you and your sacred soul wisdom are one, that you're connected to God. And through that connection, you're going to plug in and bring the best of God and the light of spirit into your day. And you're going to be a part of this crystalline grid that we are using to help shine the light, hold that loving vibration so the earth feels the love that pours from your heart. so that the friends, your people around you know you care. You do genuinely care, and that you will be a force to help bring about the many changes that all of us wish to see in the world. Those changes are love, understanding, compassion, shining the light of encouragement to you, and self-love, having love for you, acknowledging past mistakes, but going, I'm doing better today. So one of my favorite affirmations is, I am a warrior of the light, and the light shines through me to others, as it shines through others to me. And every day, in every way, I am getting better and better and better. And the other thing I say, whenever I do any kind of morning prayers or meditations asking for something for myself, please send the people who need this information, send them to the links so that they do sign up for the classes. And then I see myself connecting out to others. I see these sparks of energy going out, and I know in my heart I'm thinking this or something better. So I hope I did give you something to think about and some ways to take today and make this a good day for you, the warrior of the light, because together we do make a difference. We are changing this world, and the earth herself feels comforted knowing you care. Well, that's what I had to tell you, and I hope that you go like this live stream, share it with others, and go over to the Experts platform. It's experts.omtimes.com/Maggie Chula. Look for my classes. There are many teachers out on that platform, and we are all here to help shine the light and to give you some skills, some classes to help you be your best today. Namaste. Namaste. Bye-bye.